From Flushing, Queens, baseball from the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the New York Mets. It's Mets baseball next on the show. Matt Harvey is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. What's your take on him, EK?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he won his 9th game of the season, so he's going for double digits here in this one.
Adam Eaton heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, number 1.
First pitch tonight is looked at for strike 1 as we get underway at 7:11 p.m. EK, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
And in terms of the homestand, they've won 2 and lost 2. So not much to say about that, except you hate to give away games at home. You'd like to see a little more consistent effort going forward.
Harvey's ready. Here's the 0-2. Line towards center field. Tyner is there, and he has it for the first out. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. He's having a really nice season with the bat, sporting a slugging percentage over 500, so there's a good chance he'll have some sort of impact offensively in this one.
Connor Gillespie will stand in now as we take a look there at his splits between April and May. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Not the warmest night you'll see around here, and even 50 degrees at game time. The windup and the 0-1. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Jose Abreu gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup and the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is foul for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, I think Dixon has sometimes been thought of as a hitter's umpire. The book on him is that he can be a little bit tight on the edges of the strike zone. We'll see if that's the case.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Chad Billingsley is on the mound for game 2. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, you take a look at that ERA. He has not been good this year. Got to throw a lot better, and hopefully he can start doing that in this one.
Alonzo Cochran comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Alonzo Cochran.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. And Eric, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
And the road hasn't been all that kind to them either. They've dropped 4 of the first 5 on this trip. So they're in need of a well-pitched game here in a bad way.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
Smoke toward third. Gillespie's up with it. Throw on to first. In time, 1 away. Time now to take a look at Terry Collins' Mets starting lineup in this one. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Boy, just keep doing what they're doing. Every guy in that lineup can hit. They lead the league in average. No team is doing it better than these guys at the moment, so keep attacking the ball at the plate, and they'll continue to put up big numbers, even if they don't hit the ball out of the yard.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Curtis Granderson comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
And that's the pitch that's going to give a lot of guys trouble, not just the superstars. That is big time break right there.
He pulls this one into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Oh, and that's a good sign right there. They're really hoping to get him going out of that 2 spot. And he comes through big time right here with a first-inning single.
Bryant Tyner will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. Pitch out, nothing doing. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hot shot to third. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And now he has some trouble with it in left.
Yeah, if you're going to start an at-bat with a pitch out, it means you're willing to let a guy hit from ahead in the count. And we all know that batting averages are much higher on 1-0 than they are on 0-1. They've learned the hard way there.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in now, and obviously one to be careful with, as you see there, currently leading the senior circuit in long balls.
And he's hit a couple home runs in recent games.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off. And speaking of the National League's home run leaders, there they are on your screen. Runners are at first and second with one away. Bounced weakly near the plate. To second for one.
Boy, and this would have been a really costly double play, but fortunately he's hustling all the way down the line, and he's able to beat that throw on the back end.
Basil Padilla will stand in, and as you can see, he's had troubles here in his own ballpark. He's much better away from home. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike one.
And one thing to keep an eye on as this game goes along, first pitch strikes. The more this guy can work from ahead, the better off he's going to be.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he misses with it, 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Calling for it, Gillespie. And that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. After 1, no score. Avisail Garcia makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Garcia.
Harvey steps into his windup. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Tyner giving chase. 1 away.
Batting fifth, left fielder.
And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Rene Lockett will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
That was swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Well, tough to start a game much better than this. He's run through these first 5 guys pretty easily. This is already his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Looks like he's in it for the long haul here.
Rick Perez will stand in, and as you can see, the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sounds sharp, too.
And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Now a curveball that's yanked high and deep down the line in right. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right. 6th home run on the season for him. As the White Sox are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Here's the sequence one more time on show track. He looks at strike one, looks at strike two. Now that pitcher's got a false sense of security, and he unloads on the 0-2 pitch. You got all of that one.
Standing in now, Tommy Douglas, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Comes in here right at 260. 5 homers and an even 20 RBIs. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. But the White Sox hit the board first on the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Leading off the inning, Mark Piazza, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. So with the leadoff man on base, time to reach back into the feverish days of the 1980s, where video game baseball meant using your joystick to control 3 men on a black screen. It's today's version of this date in baseball history. Into the box, Lucas Duda. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Nobody out, runner on first. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. There's one. On to first, and they turn the double play. With a moment now, let's take a look at the White Sox defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Neil Walker gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And this is low, ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not close. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Three and 0 now.
Well, I think he got the pitch he was looking for right there, but not in the right location. So that's a great job of just holding up the swing.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Lockett has a read on it. And that retires the side. Mets go down quickly. They still trail 1-0. Bernard Means will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, his batting average is ugly, and his last 10 games have been ugly. Just 2 hits in his last 10.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Granderson. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Digging in, Chad Billingsley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. One out, nobody on. Line to the right side. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
And on the mound here, not only did you get burned by an opposing pitcher, you got burned by an American League pitcher. That's adding insult to injury there.
Adam Eaton will try it once more. He lined out to start the ball game. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Harvey pauses, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
He's really off to a tough start in this series. Remember, he had the hat trick in Game 1 yesterday, and now he's got another strikeout here. Sometimes when you get in a rut like this, they're not always easy to climb out of.
Here's Connor Gillespie, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here comes the payoff pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. High and deep to straightaway right. Granderson going back at the track. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and the Sox will move out in front now, 3-0.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. Lays off 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
The 1-0 delivery. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Makeup call there?
Well, I don't know, but let's just say they're even.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful not to give up yet another home run here in this inning. So you can see they're approaching with caution here.
2 out, nobody on. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 2 in the inning for the Sox, however. They come on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's now 3-0 Pale Hose. Leading off the inning, Matt Harvey. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Matt Harvey.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Hit out towards second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
One thing you're taught as an infielder, you've got to go play the ball. Don't let the ball play you. Here, you can see this ball gets in on him a little bit, and it winds up kicking right off the heel of his glove.
Into the box now, Alonzo Cochran, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
A runner at first with no outs here. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. This is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Stepping in now, Curtis Granderson. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Now the 0-1. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Means camps under it, and he's got it for out number 2.
Here's another example of a guy pitching to contact here. He doesn't need to strike everybody out. Just get him off balance, and this winds up a routine pop-up.
In now, Bryant Tyner. Hit the other way out toward right field. Garcia has a beat on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Mets strand one. Still down 3-0. Avisail Garcia is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. Rene Lockett is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. And I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Softly hit toward the hole. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for Chicago, catcher, Rick Perez.
Striding into the box, Rick Perez. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. Harvey gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Over for a look here is Cespedes, but he won't have a play. It's a foul ball. 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. Hit hard toward the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Leading off the inning, Yoenis Cespedes, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And reined in, 1 away.
Now batting.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there. They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Into the box, Basil Padilla. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Yeah, a nice job behind the plate. He wants it low, so he's got a good idea that this ball might be in the dirt, so he's able to smother it and then make the strong throw to first.
Standing in now, Mark Piazza. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine. But you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. Tommy Douglas heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Second baseman, Tommy Douglas.
And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Harvey sets his sights, 0-2 on its way. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate,
Shortstop.
this is just
Bernard
one finger down
Lee.
3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Into the box now, Bernard Means, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. It's still on his mind.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Lined hard toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Around first, heading for second now.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing.
And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, the same thing that makes this ballpark such a difficult place to hit home runs makes it a great place to hit triples. I mean, there's an awful lot of pasture out there to cover. So you can see it takes a while to chase this ball down, and by the time they get it back into the infield, he's all the way around to third with 3 bases.
Chad Billingsley will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Boy, tough enough to be an American League pitcher swinging the bat as it is. How about having to deal with pitches like that?
One word, Matty, unfair.
This one's flared toward left center. Cochran onto the grass, 2 gone.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it. So he stays with it and pulls it in.
In now is Adam Eaton, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Hit hard on the ground to third. Padilla scoops it up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. A man left for the White Sox, but they lead it 3-0. Lucas Duda will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Wow, he's using that fastball to devastating effect out there now. So he gets another out here. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
So 1 gone in the inning, and here's the second baseman, Neil Walker. First offering on its way. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw to first will take care of him, and it's a good start to the inning for Billingsley. 2 away.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Matt Harvey will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
That's by him for strike 1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. So a fairly routine inning that time for Chad Billingsley as he holds on to a 3-0 lead. Connor Gillespie will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Tap fouled at home plate. Line drive to left. There to take it is Cespedes, 1 away.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. He sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
Jose Abreu ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. Ground ball left side. Padilla fields it cleanly on to first, and there were 2 down.
And we'll check out the pitches by inning, and you can see he's up to an even 80 pitches now, so I'd imagine they'll start keeping a little closer tabs on him out there.
Avisail Garcia will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Hold strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now.
2 pitches right on the outside corner. If he's going to keep looking at him, they might as well just stay out there. Why not?
On the ground to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the White Sox 3 and the Mets nothing. Alonzo Cochran will stand in for the third time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing.
And there's the fastball Billingsley has that we've heard so much about. Good for strike one.
He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
The 0-1 pitch. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Lockett is under this one. One down.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
So one gone in the inning, and that'll bring up Curtis Granderson. Into the seats, 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now.
Yeah, and he's really getting over the top of that curveball.
1 out, nobody on. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
And I'll tell you what, a 3-0 lead with the way this guy's throwing must look like a 10-0 lead to these guys. I mean, they just haven't been able to solve him at all so far.
Bryant Tyner will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Squared that one up just a little late. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. White Sox on top in this one, but before we get out to the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Renee Lockett will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. And this is fouled back and out of play. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And that's taken for a called strike 2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
This is qualified for a quality start so far. 6 1/3 innings pitched, 3 runs allowed. Now, just needs a little help from the bats.
Rick Perez will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Line drive to center field, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Settling in now, Tommy Douglas, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball.
Yeah, if you're catching a guy like this, you got to be ready for everything. His fastball will sink, it'll cut, it'll fade. It can be unpredictable at times, and he can't get a handle on it here.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
1 out and a runner on second base. This is blistered into right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Yeah, he got a little revenge there. He struck out twice before that, and now he gets him back with a solid base hit.
Bernard Means tripled last time up, and he's set to bat again here.
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. Throw to the plate, and the runner will be tagged out at the plate, so a costly decision there.
That runner at third, he's going on contact there. That's got to be the only way to explain it. It's one thing if this ball's hit up the middle, but when you hit it right at a corner infielder, you got to figure he's coming home with it, and they get him easy.
Stepping in now, Chad Billingsley, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. White Sox strand a couple. They lead it 3-0. Yoenis Cespedes steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Cespedes out in front here as this is pulled into the seats, foul down the left side. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Basil Padilla will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. First delivery to him on the way. Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Rocket going back on it. Gone. Just over the wall for a home run. A solo shot here to left. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Mets will cut the deficit now to 3-1.
And even though this is only 1 run, this is important. Not just because it gets them on the board, but also because they needed something to get the dugout going a bit. Give them some life.
Now batting, catcher, Mark Piazza.
Into the box, Mark Piazza. As this is grounded foul off to the left, it's strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. He pops up the changeup, heading out towards shallow right. Douglas backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
And a good job there bouncing back after the home run. He looks to be unfazed by it. So he goes right back to business and gets the pop-up to the next guy.
Lucas Duda stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Change-up here to start things out from Billingsley, and there's the first strike.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced, but look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Here's Neil Walker as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
The 2-0 pitch. And not the kind of swing you're hoping for on 2-0 as they bunch him up inside. It's 2-1 now.
Boy, and a great 2-0 pitch there. Got him thinking fastball. And this looked like a fastball out of his hand, but it turns out to be a real effective changeup instead.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit to short. Reined in. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Mets draw a hair closer thanks to the solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Antonio Bastardo will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Antonio Bastardo.
Leading off the inning, Adam Eaton, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Here's the 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
Ready on 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. And there's a base hit, so a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
Just a great at-bat here to start the inning against a tough left-handed pitcher. You see him stay on this pitch all the way. He's aboard here with a leadoff single.
Here's Connor Gillespie. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Two very good pitching performances illustrated there as we give you a look at our starter comparison in this 3-1 contest. Jose Abreu will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
Runners on first with 1 down. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. 0-2, here it comes. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Good guys leading this one on the road here in the 8th as you get a look at our line score at this point.
Garcia.
Avisail Garcia will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But, hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Two out with the man at first. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. White Sox leave 1, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Robert Vinson will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Lifted in the air out to right. On the move is Garcia. And this will get all the way out toward the 375 sign now.
And that's a big double right there, down by 2, but more importantly, that's going to get the tying run to the plate. So we're going to see how they want to handle this defensively now with the open base.
Alonzo Cochran will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
And, you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around. And that's a good job to start this guy with strike one.
No one out with a runner at second. Pitch, a curveball that's off the catcher's glove and gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That's a tough chance there behind the plate. This is a curveball. You see him try to smother it, but this ball just eats him alive. And that's going to let that runner move over to third now on what'll be a wild pitch.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Eaton is under it, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Well, nobody's going to confuse this guy with Miguel Cabrera or Chris Davis, but with the runner on third, he doesn't have to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Just has to get one deep enough out there to deliver that run from third. That's nice going.
Curtis Granderson will go bat now. He popped out in foul ground last time.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike one.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
Set to deliver the 0-1. High and deep to center field. Eaton going back, still going back. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. A solo home run for Curtis Granderson. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Mets have come back to tie things at 3.
That great work he'd done on the mound, well, it just got undone on one swing. He's gone from being in total control to we got ourselves a tie ball game.
Here comes Robin Ventura now out of the White Sox dugout. And he's going to signal for the bullpen here as that'll do it for Chad Billingsley. So he departs in a tie ball game here tonight. You can already hang a no decision on him for this one. Roberto Murphy will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs here and get this one on to the 9th inning.
Murphy. Now batting.
Standing in now, Bryant Teitner as he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Down and away, ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out.
Oh, that could be the defining moment of the game right there. He's got one more guy to get through in the inning, but that was a huge out, number 2.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
Boy, what a great pitch right there. Against a power hitter, looking to pull the ball. He had no legs behind him on that swing whatsoever.
2 out, nobody on. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. 9th inning coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. A beautiful look there outside the home of the Mets here in Flushing as we welcome you back for the 9th. Jim Henderson will enter now to start the 9th inning, as his job will be keeping the game tied until the bottom half. Rene Lockett digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. A pause, and the 0-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
There's nothing easy about this play right here. It's a high chopper, so he knows he's going to have to field and throw pretty much all in one motion, and he does so here to get his man. That's a nice play.
Into the box now, Rick Perez, as he swings and pops this one foul off to the right, out of play. To short. Cochran takes it in time to first, and there are 2 away.
This is exactly what he needed after his guys came back to tie the ball game. He's only 1 out away from a shutdown inning.
Now in the box, Tommy Douglas. He'll swing it from the left side right here. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
If there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And that's too high, ball 2. Two-0 is a fastball, not close. He's behind 3-0 now. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taking 2.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he finally gets this one over for strike 1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Here's the 3-1. And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Now batting, shortstop, Bernard Means.
Bernard Means strides to the plate with 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run over at first base.
Yeah, and the key here is don't try to do too much. At least move the line and get it to the next guy. It's not really easy to score a guy from first all in one swing.
Grounded foul. Hit in the air to right field. Granderson is under it. And that's the 3rd out. A man left for the White Sox. Still tied 3-3. Josh Cornell will come on needing to get 3 outs here to try to send this game to extra innings.
Josh Cornell.
Basil Padilla gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw.
And he lays off there, 1-0. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Eaton has it in his tracks. He's got it 1 away.
And it's got to be frustrating to be a power hitter like he is and play 81 games in a pitcher's park like this one. I mean, guys are motivated by numbers, and you just wonder what he could be doing in a ballpark that better suits his swing.
Mark Piazza will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. One out, nobody on. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
2 quick outs here to start the inning. It's looking more and more likely that we're going to need extra innings here to decide this one.
Lucas Duda digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Now a swing and a ground ball. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Robert McClelland is up off the bench to pinch hit here, so we'll see what he can do to begin the extra frames.
McClelland.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Hard liner toward short. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
He is fired up as he heads down to first base. He is now the go-ahead run, looking to put his team ahead.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Jerry Blevins will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Jerry Blevins.
Adam Eaton will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
Here's Connor Gillespie as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. On the ground near home, Piazza gonna have to hurry. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The first baseman, number 79.
Jose Abreu will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. Surprising to you guys that it looks like they're going to pitch to him?
It is to me. I mean, I wouldn't go anywhere near this guy with a base open.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
That misses, 1-2. Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. Granderson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Juan Cleary will come on here to start the home 10th, and all he's looking to do is get this one to the 11th inning.
Cleary.
Neil Walker will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. This is hit pretty well out to left field. Rocket going back on it, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Pitcher number 39.
What a great job of leading off that inning with a double. You put yourself in scoring position, a chance to win this ball game now, and he is pumped up out there at second base.
David Wright will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out.
David Wright.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
And this is a big spot here in this ball game. You've got to be able to move that guy up 90 feet. It's a must in this situation.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
And with the game on the line here, you got to make sure you're going after strikes.
The 1-2 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. Douglas comes up with it. A quick out number 1.
Oh, and this crowd will appreciate that at-bat right there, and so are the guys in the dugout. You've got the winning run at second base. Job 1 is to make sure you get him to third with one away, and this ground out will do the job.
Alonzo Cochran will stand in now, hitless to this point, but with a chance to be a hero here.
Well, he knows better than anybody in that lineup that one swing could make up for a whole game's worth of struggles.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Your job right here on the mound, you got to think strikeout number 1, ground ball number 2. You can't leave anything up that can easily be a sac fly.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Boy, and right here, just a ground ball is going to get you a run. And more than that, it gets you the lead in this game. So you've got to find a way to put that ball in play.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. 1 away. And the pitch bounces off his glove, and that could be a run. And they're going to walk off with a 4-3 victory.
Well, you know, once you get that guy to third base, there's a ton of different ways to get him home. But you sure as heck don't see it happen this way very often. This is a tough way to lose a game.
And the Mets were given a big boost tonight by the performance of this man, Curtis Granderson. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top 4-3. Good night from Flushing.